My discussion flashcard is on Turner syndrome. Exclusively affecting females, Turner syndrome, also called 45X, monosomy X, or Ulrich-Turner syndrome, is due to random chromosomal defect that is not inherited, caused by a missing or altered X chromosome. It leads to the physical and physiological issues such as small height and infertility. The cause is a missing or altered X chromosome, or a girl born with only one X chromosome. The condition affects about 1 in every 2,000 to 4,000 female live births worldwide. And the diagnosis can be made after birth or later in childhood or adolescence. Unique to women, Turner syndrome is defined by an incomplete or absent X chromosome, a fundamental genetic component. Most cells have just one X chromosome. The second X chromosome is essential for normal development. Found in pseudoautosomal area of the X chromosome, the short stature homeobox, SHOX gene, is vital for creating cartilage and bones. Short stature and skeletal abnormalities can result from this gene's help loin sufficiency from just one functional copy. Other genes, including RPS4X, RPSA4Y, and ZFX-ZHY, could lead to gonadal dysgenesis, lymphedema, and lymphatic anomalies. Turner syndrome can induce epigenetic changes, including altered DNA methylation, early ovarian dysfunction, infertility, and delayed or absent puberty are further effects. There is potential for common cardiovascular disorders like bicuspid aortic valve and aortic coarctation. Typical features include small stature, skeletal abnormalities, and delayed bone development. Risk factors. Modifiable risk factors. Diet. Nutritious diet high in calcium and vitamin D can significantly influence bone strength and the risk of osteoporosis, a common side effect of Turner syndrome. Physical activity. Regular exercise is crucial for those with Turner syndrome for cardiovascular, bone, and general health. Hormone replacement therapy. Women with Turner syndrome benefit greatly from estrogen replacement therapy because it preserves bone mineral density and guards against osteoporosis. Modifiable risk factors. Karyotype. The primary cause of Turner syndrome is a genetic defect in which a person lacks a portion or all of one X chromosome. This defect cannot be altered. Parental contributions of X chromosome. Research indicates that the cause of the missing or abnormal X chromosome may affect several different elements of Turner syndrome. Although researchers are unsure of how it works, according to some research, people who have a paternal X chromosome, for instance, might be more susceptible to specific issues. And then the presence of mosaic karyotype. In certain instances, a mosaic pattern in which a subset of the body's cells possesses an abnormal X chromosome causes Turner syndrome. The mosaic pattern may impact both the person's general health and the intensity of their symptoms. Major signs and symptoms. Signs: short stature. Girls with Turner syndrome tend to grow slower than typical kids, making them shorter than as adults. The SHOX gene, which controls bone development, is connected to the help in insufficiency. Webbed neck. A defining attribute as a short, broad, with additional skin folds, sometimes called a webbed or pterygium coli appearance. Low set ears. A standard physical feature of Turner syndrome is the ears being positioned lower on the sides of the head than usual. Symptoms: heart problems. Cardiovascular problems can result from congenital heart anomalies such as coarctation and bicuspid aortic valve, which affect a considerable proportion of people with Turner syndrome. Infertility. Many people with Turner syndrome suffer from premature ovarian failure, which results in infertility. As a result, ovarian dysgenesis. Delayed puberty. Lack of menstruation or breast development are examples of delayed or incomplete sexual development that can result from the partial or complete deletion of the 1X chromosome. Diagnostic testing. Karyotyping. A cytogenetic test called karyotyping examines a sample of cells to check for the presence of the X chromosome alteration, which is the defining feature of Turner syndrome. It is the most reliable method for verifying Turner syndrome, especially when classic 45X monosomy is present. Fluorescence in situ hybridization, FISH. The molecular cytogenic technique known as fluorescence in situ hybridization, FISH, finds certain DNA sequences on the X and Y chromosome using fluorescent probes. It validates the presence of the missing changed X chromosome in cases of ambiguous or mosaic results and assist in identifying subtle chromosomal abnormalities or mosaicism that may not be found by the karyotyping alone. Chromosomal microarray. A DNA microchip, technologically called chromosomal microarray, CMA, uses DNA microchips to find large-scale chromosomal abnormalities that might not be apparent under the microscope, like deletions or duplications. When karyotyping results are equivocal, it confirms Turner syndrome and detects modest chromosomal alterations. Here are my references. Thank you.